Rosberg. It looks as though René Arnoux, in going slower and making it very difficult, first of all for Piquet to get past him, and now for Rosberg, is allowing Cheever, and there is Cheever, who is in 7th place, to catch them. So Piquet goes round La Source in 4th position. Arnoux 5th, Rosberg 6th, and now look for the yellow Renault. There it is, of Eddie Cheever. He is now in 7th position, and he's catching the Williams in front of him, which is dropping back a bit from René Arnoux in 5th place. Nelson Piquet pulling away, and on lap 18 it is Andrea De Cesaris in the lead. It is Alain Prost in 2nd place. It is Patrick Tambay in the Ferrari 3rd. In 4th position now it's Nelson Piquet. 5th is René Arnoux. 6th is Keke Rosberg. 7th there is Cheever. 8th is Jacques Lafitte in the 2nd Williams. And in 9th position Derek Warwick, who's still going well in the turbocharged Toleman. 10th place in the 2nd Toleman is Bruno Giacomelli. So it's good news for the Toleman concerned at the present moment. And we are on lap 18. It's a 41 lap race. Arnoux and Rosberg. 5th and 6th. Piquet, you can see Piquet, there's the stab of flame as he goes onto the overrun with his turbocharged BMW engine, and René Arnoux, who must have expected when he left the Renault team with such bad feelings the end of last year because of falling out with his then teammate Alain Prost, to do much better when he went to Ferrari, hasn't done much better, because totally unexpectedly Patrick Tambay, his teammate, has overshadowed him. Patrick Tambay, who is now in 3rd position on lap 18, and he's in 3rd position in the World Championship. Now, Arnoux goes through, and look how Cheever is catching Rosberg. And is he going through? No, he won't, because Rosberg moves across, and Cheever is still in 7th place.
Yes, but that's a situation that can't last. It's very unfortunate for poor Keke, because he's held up from the front, and Cheever, meanwhile, has got bags of lovely Renault power, so while Keke can't go forward, as it were, which on his own, without Arnoux holding him up, he would be able to, he's a sitting duck for Eddie Cheever to pass him.
Now, if the information I was given is correct, something very significant is about to happen, because Eddie Cheever is due to come in on the 18th lap, which he's just completed, and to be the first car to refuel. And we're probably going to see a complete change of order. In fact, we will see a complete change of order. And this race is going to be very difficult to follow, as all the lead cars, one by one, come into refuel and take on about another 25 gallons of petrol, take on new tyres, new wheels, and they will therefore, of course, go much quicker when they come out of the pits on fresh rubber. And I say, I would expect Eddie Cheever to be coming in at the end of this lap, so maybe that's why the director's keeping a good weather eye on him. He should know that Cheever's going to be the first to come in. And there is Elio De Angelis. He's been in. Now, that was very much earlier than we were expecting, because De Angelis, no, lap 19, he's absolutely on target. Elio De Angelis was due to come in on lap 19, he's done it, and De Cesaris, the leader, is due to come in on lap 20, and there is Cheever, who must surely be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. He is in 7th place. There's Keke Rosberg ahead of him, who is 6th. Arnoux is still 5th. Piquet 4th. Tambay 3rd. Prost 2nd. And De Cesaris in the Alfa Romeo that we haven't seen for a long, long time comes into the pits. Andrea De Cesaris, the leader, making his pit stop. Now, this is going to be absolutely critical. If the Alfa Romeo mechanics fumble it, De Cesaris, there's the right front has been changed. Up go the pneumatic hammers. Down go the jacks. It's not a terribly good stop. In fact, it's a very bad stop. And they're having trouble with the fuel cap. And De Cesaris blasts out 25.3 seconds, and that's a bad pit stop.
Yes, and very slow on the left rear wheel as well. In fact, on the left front, they look to be, the chaps look to be almost pedestrian. But Mind you, that's better than panicking, because that's how the real messes come in the pit stops. But that'll be De Cesaris will be very disappointed, but that may well throw him into a bit of a chase, and he's proved he's got the form to do some chasing. So, the pit stops have started, and we can see it all start to change.
And I reckon that De Cesaris must now be down to 7th or 8th position. No, he's in 6th position, and there is Eddie Cheever that we were expecting to come in, who of course has moved up a place with De Cesaris having gone into the pits. That means to say that Cheever will be currently running in 6th place, and ahead of him Keke Rosberg in 5th position on lap 20, and with De Cesaris having finished his pit stop, Keke Rosberg or Jacques Lafitte will be coming in on this lap, if the information I've been given is correct, and we swoop across the circuit. And Keke Rosberg has got to beat a time of 25.3 to gain some time on the pit stop with Andrea De Cesaris. And that is Alain Prost, who is now leading the Belgian Grand Prix at just about half distance. Lap 20 out of 41 into the chicane. Now look back and see how far Patrick Tambay is behind him. Well, a long distance. It's about 6 seconds. And what about the pits? Is anybody coming into the pits now? This is lap 20. This is the new leader, Alain Prost, with Patrick Tambay second, Piquet third, fourth is Arnoux, fifth is Rosberg, and sixth back in the running after his pit stop, Andrea De Cesaris. And there is the race leader, Alain Prost. He is on lap 21. And he is some 4 seconds ahead of, no more than that now, it's about 6 seconds ahead of Patrick Tambay in the Ferrari, who is in 2nd place, and he's not in sight as the leader goes round. We're hearing a lot of commotion here. I suspect that there's a pit stop going on that we can't see and that we are not being shown, because there is now an enormous gap between Alain Prost, the race leader, who is in 2nd position. Arnoux has gone through, and Cheever has passed Keke Rosberg, and there is the first tollman into the pits, and that will be Bruno Giacomelli into the pits. We only get a quick look at him, and that is Manfred Winkelhock out of the race. He had trouble, he came into the pits, and it looks as though he's either overcooked his tyres or made a mistake. But anyway, he is off and out of the race on lap 21. He joins Riccardo Patrese, who is retired. He joins Boutsen, and now let's look at this. This is a replay of Winkelhock going off. Yes, look at his wheel. Right off comes Winkelhock's wheel, and the car, of course, spins completely out of control as the wheel goes on by itself, and he slams through the catch fencing and into the Armco. Manfred Winkelhock out of the race, and he was 6th.
Yes, no mistake there from Winkelhock. You saw how the car suddenly, even in slow motion, it whipped round as the wheel went adrift, and it's a strange thing when a car does that to you. You're never quite sure if you made a mistake or not. So Winkelhock there, he's looking pretty confused. He realises obviously that he didn't think he did anything wrong, but the car swaps in so quickly you don't know. So he's holding a post-mortem, probably asking him if anything flew off it, and of course the eyewitnesses will undoubtedly be able to tell him there's a wheel missing a long way away, so he will know. Anyway, back to Alain Prost, who's now leading by some 12 seconds from Patrick Tambay, as far as the information that we have at the moment.
No, Piquet is up into 2nd place, and we must have missed, or we have not been shown. There is Tambay in the pits, and I can tell you that with Patrick Tambay into the pits, with Alain Prost not having made his stop, and due to do so at the end of the 22nd lap as Tambay leaves, there is the race leader, but we have a new 2nd place man, Nelson Piquet, who is not due to come into the pits until the 26th lap and the last of the refuelers that we know about. But at the present moment, on lap 22, Alain Prost leads in the Renault. Piquet has moved up to 2nd place thanks to Patrick Tambay stopping to take on fuel. Andrea De Cesaris is now in 3rd position, having made his pit stop. René Arnoux is in 4th place. In 5th place is Eddie Cheever, and in 6th place is